Amid terrible poverty, there is now immense loss and grief. All day, the bodies of the dead, including at least a dozen children, were pulled from the decrepit 5-story building. It went up in flames overnight. This informal settlement in central Johannesburg was a home of last resort for people with little hope and not much else. Residents told stories of suffocating by smoke as they pushed against doors blocked by garbage that would not open.
The actual fire escape was closed, so there was a lot of people, a lot of people smoke, people suffocated, a lot of people died because of the smoke.
The whole building, it was fired. We don't know how it started. Yeah, I jumped down, my wife stole for me a baby, I catch him.
South Africa's president visited the scene and called the fire one of the worst ever in his country, a great tragedy.
And this is the type of death that we never wish on anyone.
Investigators say they believe the flames started on the ground floor.
I've got about 23 years in the service. I've never come across something like this in my whole life.
The building had a dark past. During apartheid, it's where black South Africans came to get passes that allowed them to work in white areas of the city. The city owned the property, but officials say criminal gangs had taken control of it, known as hijacking, and made migrants and the homeless pay to stay there.
We will do our best to ensure that we act diligently in investigating the fire and equally in our pursuit to reclaim the hijacked and illegally occupied buildings in the city.
The fire has cast a harsh light on Johannesburg's extreme inequality and desperation, and a housing crisis that has left up to 15,000 people homeless.
And Chris, this isn't the only building the South African authorities believe was hijacked by criminal gangs.
Ian, there are dozens of such buildings abandoned as inner-city economic conditions deteriorated in Johannesburg and then businesses moved out to the suburbs. One advocacy group said they know of 57 such buildings where gangs or cartels are active. In many cases, homeless people there are just told to pay up or move out, and it's usually too dangerous for city inspectors to go in and clear the building without having a huge police operation behind them. South Africa's president on that visit today said it's a wake-up call to the problem of homelessness, but he did not elaborate on what he plans to do. Ian.
Chris Brown reporting from London.